Hello everyone, live here in Toronto at Pride Parade. Crowded, lots of people. Right here at Dundas Square. I have to extend the selfie stick so you guys can all get a view, so I won't be able to talk too much. See, I'm gonna wander around the crowd a little bit for you guys. No, I haven't seen any Muslims protesting. I've seen some Christian groups protesting. No, I'll actually walk over, let you guys take a look at that. Thanks, Corey.
You know what? How many people thought all the Jews should be killed? So that the Muslims crowd doesn't mean anything. You're a teacher, right? So in your school, do you just bark at your kids and walk off, or do you let them respond?
I love every single one of them. Gay, Muslim, Greek, Christian, whatever they are. I love each and every single one of them equally, and I teach them to do the same. I would love for you to do the same.
So you don't listen? Because I'm still trying to reply to what you said. What did I say was judgmental? You know you don't, because I didn't say anything that was judgmental. That's my point. No, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a child? Do you have a child? Okay, so you're ignoring me. So if you have a child and you don't care about nakedness, I should be able to come to your house butt naked and cook you some chicken. Because if you don't care, matter of fact,
butt naked chicken.
I should be able to walk into your school butt naked and serve cafeteria food. That's how important is what you're saying. So you're saying don't judge people for being naked in a public square walking down the street. So you're a teacher, so it must be okay for you to teach naked. Next time on Monday, go to school naked and see if you still keep your job. Go to school naked and see if you still keep your job. I am. You know what Jesus said? You know what Jesus said? Jesus said that you can come to God. Do you know God? You can come to God. Do you know? Yes, I love you. I love you. I love you so much that I'm here to tell you that I'm here to tell you that if you don't repent, you're going to perish. That's how much I love you. That's what Jesus said. But you know what? I'm not judging anybody. You're judging yourself, because the Bible says that if you don't believe in God, you're condemned already. I can't judge you. I never created heaven. I never created hell. So you're judged by your own conscience. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. But today, we want to suspend logic and we want to say everything is permissible. And that everything is permissible. And that's exactly what I was saying. If everything is permissible, I should be able to come to this lady's school butt naked and teach her kids. Just like these people are walking down the street butt naked in their speedos. There's a child right there. There's a child right there. There's a child right there. But today, it's okay. Today, children don't matter. Today, we suspend the laws of morality, and we propagate the morals of moral decay. You see, and that's the point I was trying to make. And this was the beautiful part. She said that I'm judging, but when I asked her, what did I say that was judgmental, she said, I don't know. So that means what she does is she walks by a Christian booth, she has a preconceived notion of who we are, and then she just says, oh, you're spewing hate, you're spewing this, and you're spewing that. Now, I like to tell everyone here, we have laws against hate speech. We have laws to say that we can't spew hate. There's a police officer there, there's a command vehicle there, there's police everywhere. If I was spewing hate, we would be arrested and taken off the block. So I just proved that not only she is a liar, but she's compromising. She's compromising her position. She says she's a school teacher in one instant, and in the next instant she said it's okay to be naked. Did Jesus say just accept everybody? No, Jesus didn't say that. Jesus said that you will likewise perish if you don't believe in the gospel. That's what Jesus said. But guess what? Jesus also said this, that he died for you while you were still sinners. He died for you while you were still in your sin. And then if you know any Christian, we came to Jesus just how we were. You see, we didn't clean ourselves up before we came to the Lord because there was no way to clean ourselves up. We couldn't do it on our own. There is no way. There is no way we could. Yes.
Nobody listen to you.
Nobody's listening to you. That's why the mic cut off on you. Once again, now I was just talking about God's love. You see, it doesn't matter. I could be sitting up here preaching, you're going to hell, you're going to heaven. It doesn't matter. The thing is, you're condemned in your heart. The Bible says you're condemned in your heart. So even if I tell you, hey, yeah, God loves you, Jesus died for you. I just said that Jesus died for you while you were yet sinners, and this man came here and said no one's listening to you. But obviously he's listening to me because he stopped to talk to me. That's how backwards this society is. The Bible says, woe to those who call good evil and evil good. There is no way that God is looking down upon us right now and he's happy. He's not happy right now. He wants all of us to be one person, all of us to be one people. The Bible says that when you get the Holy Spirit of God, you become one with God. And you're adopted into the family of God. So you can be adopted into the family. See, these people want acceptance. They want acceptance. They want to be felt like they belong. There's no greater place to belong with the family of God. You see, right here, this is all temporary. You feel accepted for a minute. I was just talking to the other lesbian lady the other day, where she was with her lesbian partner for 8 years, and she dipped out and left her for a man. So she was accepted for 8 years, and then one day she just dipped out and she left. So that tells you right there, you're not going to be accepted by human beings forever. Human beings are going to let you down. Human beings are always going to fall short. They're always going to miss the mark. But God will never let you down. God will never miss the mark. If you want to be accepted by God. If you want to be accepted into God's kingdom. If you want to be accepted, believe in Jesus Christ. If you want to be accepted, accept the Holy Spirit. If you want to be accepted, repent and turn away from your sins. That's how you can be accepted. That's how you can be accepted. People, once again, they just want to be accepted. They just want to be loved. But you know what? You have a God that died for you. You have a God that died for you. He died for you because he loves you. These people didn't die for you. These people wouldn't die for you. These people don't want to die for you. What you're seeing right now is a lifestyle of death. Because the Bible says that the wages of sin are death. But the ways of God are eternal life. You see, you celebrate for a moment, but then tomorrow you gotta wake up to your regular life. You gotta go back to your bad jobs, your crummy relationships, your pain, your sorrow, your hurt, your anguish. Tomorrow you gotta wake up and go right back to that. That's why you just want to be left alone today. Today you want to celebrate your sin, and tomorrow you know you have to go back to living your crummy life. But the Bible says that Jesus wants to give you life. He wants to make sure you have life and have it more abundantly. So every day will be a parade. Every day you'll be a celebration. Every day you'll be happy and praise. You see, this is just temporary.
So we're here in Toronto at Dundas Square, live for Gay Pride. The parade has just arrived. I believe it started at Yonge and Church or something like that, ending here at Yonge and Dundas at Yonge Dundas Square. So I'm just trying to make my way around the crowd here, give you guys an opportunity to see it all. Hello, Colorado! Thank you so much for the support, guys. I appreciate that. Toronto is perhaps the gay capital of the world, so if you want to get a good look at what Pride's all about, here's your opportunity. They're singing "It's Raining Men." Oh my God. Definitely family here, lots of kids. So yesterday I was swimming in a sea of angry Muslims, and today I'm swimming in a sea of LGBT. Tell you the truth though, in Toronto there's a lot of straight people that come out to support this event. I don't know my password. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, no problem. Sorry.
change you. No, I'm not. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about God's power. I'm talking about giving yourself to the power of God, which is available now because of the death and resurrection of Jesus. Okay, I am promoting that. But I also have to basically, we have to get back to basics here. Now, we're not even acknowledging what is sin. We're not even acknowledging what's a perversion anymore. We're praising what is evil, and we're cursing what is good. That's what we're doing.
Excuse me, sir. What do you think of what this gentleman's saying? No comment? Yeah, it's hard to get anybody to comment today. Just want to give you guys mostly an opportunity to see what's happening, as opposed to wasting your time with trying to get people to talk to me right now. But when I finish going live, I'm definitely going to be going on a hunt. I have a lot of questions that I want to ask people. I want to know, where's the pride in Pride these days? Oh, sorry, I'm photobombing at the moment. So as far as I'm concerned, they say that they're born that way. If you're born that way, how can you really be proud of it? And I really don't think in today's society, they're really being oppressed by any sort of mainstream or systemic entity. So I really just view this whole thing as a celebration, something for them to just flaunt around. There will be lots of interesting floats and presentations to come, but it's going to be very hard to squeeze in, especially while being live. So I'm going to have to put the camera away. I'm going to have to kind of weasel my way into some situations here, but I definitely want to give you guys a good look as to what's happening here.
Maybe this is stumbling block because they're thinking that we gotta fix ourselves. And I'm pretty sure that they tried to fix themselves and it didn't work. They tried with all their might to fix themselves and they saw that it didn't work. And when they saw that it didn't work, they gave up. Because you have the wrong doctor. Because you were taught the wrong people. You can't fix yourself. When I came to God, I came to Him as a joint, as a government, as a womanizer. I came to Him with all my sins, all my filthiness, all my repulsive acts, and He changed me. God put His Spirit in me, and He changed me. Because if it wasn't for Him, I would have kept on doing what I'm doing. If there is no God, I want to have fun too. I want to be, I want to live a wasteful lifestyle like you. I want to operate in debauchery too. I want to do whatever I want to do. I want to jump into a pool of salted pudding, butt naked, and walk down the street screaming hallelujah if I want to. But God, show you my nature. You make me different. I was a crazy person before. I had all kinds of things going on in my mind. And then another thing, I didn't really care about anyone. I took care of myself. And I thought about whoever to give me to where I needed to go.
Does not seem like family entertainment to me. There's kids all around watching men basically acting like strippers. The mainstream media won't put it in a context like that, but look at they're making sure this little guy gets a good view of that.
Men acting like men. Men acting like women. Women acting like men. This is an abomination. Everyone look at that over there. This is an abomination to the Lord. This is an abomination to God. This is evilness. This is wickedness. This is what the woman's supposed. This is women's work. This is wickedness. This is non-business. You know, there was a time when people there was a time when there was a city like this. This reminds me of that. So you look at this. Everyone celebrating craziness. And the funny part about this is just like Pastor said. They're dancing in front of an HIV/AIDS sign when they had the highest HIV and AIDS in the community. And it's almost like they're celebrating. Like, I got AIDS, he gave me AIDS, we're going to get AIDS. Because what is there to celebrate about that? There's nothing to celebrate about that. What you should be celebrating is that 2017 years ago, Christ came down and died for your sins. You're still alive, though. God loves you, man. God loves you. Hey, forget your same-sex partner and believe in God. God loves you more than him. God wants to give you true love. God wants you to give you true love. You know, all you're doing is because you never had love. Maybe you wasn't loved by your mother, your father, your brother, your guardian. So now you're just finding love anywhere. But I'm trying to tell you, if you cut off to the name of God, you will experience true love. Love? No, they're not. No, love is not sex. And a shame on you for having your kids down here to see all this nakedness and stuff. Shame on you for having a child down here. Shame on you.
I agree with that one. 100%.
What kind of mother takes a child to this nakedness? What kind of mother would bring their child to this wicked, sinful parade? I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Faggot means bundle of sticks. So you find the word that means describe me correctly. I am not a bundle of sticks. I'm a human being. I am a man. I am made of flesh and blood. So go get a dictionary and come up with a better insult. Because I'm not coming out here to insult you. I'm not coming out here to make you feel bad. I'm coming out here because I want you to know God. At the core of every person out here, at the core of every Christian, we know God, we know true love, and because God has revealed himself to us, we can see when people are damaged. Just the other day we were learning about the sending spirit. See, we can discern the spirit within you. We see that you're missing love. We see that you're missing acceptance. We see that you're missing a whole bunch of things that make a human being, to make somebody whole, to make somebody happy. And we want to give that to you. Jesus can give that to you. God can give that to you. You have to believe in Jesus. Jesus loves you, man. He wants to change everything about you. He wants to change your physiology. He wants to change the way you look at things, the way you act. Because you know within yourself that this can't be right. This can't be the way. If this was God's way, he would have been like, go with your same sex partner, be fruitful and multiply. But that doesn't make any sense because you can't be fruitful and you can't multiply. You can only subtract. You can subtract to the society, but you can't add to society. And true people, true followers of Christ, true humanitarians, if you love your fellow man, you want to add to society. You don't want to take away from society. And you're taking away from the freedom that you have in Christ. The Bible says that we have freedom in Christ. The Bible says that he will give you life and give it to you more abundantly. He will give you life and give it to you more abundantly. And that's what you guys are seeking. My heart weeps for you people. Jesus weeps for you people. God weeps for you people. Because you don't even know what you're doing. Matter of fact, forgive them, Lord, because they know not what they do. The God of this world has blinded their eyes, that they will believe a lie instead of the truth. The Bible says that the wicked are like darkness. They know at not what they stumble. And there's so many people walking around just stumbling, trying to find their way. And Jesus Christ said, I am the way. If you're trying to find your way, you should go to the one that said he is the way. He didn't say that he is the way and then this other guy's the way and this other prophet's the way. He said, I am the way. I am the way. Come to me, all those who are heavy laden. Come to me, all those who are heavily laden. Because my yoke is heavy, but my burden is light. I will give you rest. Christ wants to give you rest. Christ wants to give you peace. Christ wants to give you life and more, we can have it more abundantly. This is not the way to go. Repent. Repent, 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 repent. Repent and turn back to your God. Repent and turn back to your God. Repent and turn back to your God. He wants to embrace you. He wants to welcome you back like the prodigal son. He wants to slaughter the fat of his cows for you. But you have to believe in him. You have to turn away. And those who are not even gay, that are just down here participating in this day of sin, repent. Turn away from your sin also. Those who participate in sex debauchery are no better than those who support this debauchery are no better than those who participate in it. You have to know that there is a holy God that loves you, and you're in a lifestyle that leads to death. You're on the path to destruction. The Bible says that pride.
What do you think of what this guy's saying?
Destruction.
You agree?
Pride comes.
A lot of it I agree with as well.
So according to the Bible, you're on the path to destruction. That's Satan.
It's good to see that there's actually people here in support of what a man like that is saying. You know, we gotta be careful of what kind of morals we're losing. We have to be careful of what kind of scene that we're presenting to kids, the type of lifestyles that we're promoting. I think there's a transgender bus, it looks like. Here comes the tranny brigade. It's the tranny train. Look at the liberal signs. You're holding liberal. They're all liberal pride flags. They gotta make sure they get that plug in. Get all the LGBT votes. I find that absolutely hilarious how they have that. Make sure they get all of that LGBT voting. So the liberals are all about just pandering to get votes. And there they are, doing what liberals do best. Acting gay for votes. they're pumping out their confetti sperm. Basically what they're doing.
Everybody right now, put one hand up in the air. One hand up.
See what I mean? It's just a celebration. There they go again. Oh yeah, all over the crowd. Get it in your face, all over your eyes. Just blasting that gay load everywhere. And of course we have kids here too in attendance. We have it's a family event, guys. Come see the nudity or the sexuality. I think Pride is just one big propaganda machine. No. Nah. More ejaculation. I really find that hilarious. Of course, Pride Parade would not be complete without the Crest truck. Very important part of the parade. I mean, screw the Toronto police, right? It's all about Crest. Yay, Crest! Thank you so much! We love you, Crest! What would we do without you? Crest! I love Colgate! Colgate!
You can't make that turn.
Colgate all day, guys. They're having a hard time turning. Maybe they should have just... Oh, no, sorry. That would have been way too bad. No, you're going to have a really hard time doing that. It's all blocked off, right? Nah, there's a full-out parade right there, man. Yeah, just go right through. You just hop your bike right over the gate and just join the crew. I'm sure they won't have any problems. Ah, okay. I can't believe that. She's literally trying to push through the crowd and just go through. Like, Jesus. There we go. There's the nudity everybody came for.
I know.
Man, I could really go for some Colgate right about now. I don't know, I just have a hankering for some Colgate. Okay, I'm going to get out of this crowd here. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna
a worship in an invisible way.
You're using logic to prove magic.
Okay, so it's logical. That's a good start. So because that's what I'm trying to do. Absolutely. So you're just saying that I'm being logical and I'm proving God to you. So thank you.
You're saying you're trying to use logic to prove something that's fundamental.
Amen. But you're calling it logic, though. You just called it logic.
I said you're using logical arguments on a fundamentally wrong premise.
Okay, you're not listening no more, but it's okay.
So
I'm gonna keep talking.
Is his arguments logical? Are his arguments logical? That's what you have to ask yourself. If they're logical, he's making sense.
Yeah, it's okay. It's going over his head.
Yes,
okay.
And his logic's correct, right?
Yeah. It's going over your head. It's okay. It's okay.
What is he saying? Do you mind telling me?
He's using logic to explain something like religion.
So
the nature of religion is
everything that matters in life is invisible.
We've been asking for proof for 20 minutes.
So what he should say is that he's not using logic. He's being illogical.
He's not good at explaining.
Because everything that matters in life, according to God, is the invisible things. What are the invisible things of life? What are the invisible things of life?
Air.
Nope.
Air's not invisible?
No, air is invisible, but that's not what I'm talking about. Try again.
Sorry, it's going to be hard to hear this conversation. I'd have to like stick my camera right in their faces because the one guy's speaking quietly and there's so much noise.
This is what's invisible and this is what's really not.
Bubbles! Yay, bubbles! Excuse me, ma'am. Do you really think this is like a family-friendly environment? Yeah. Did you see the men frolicking around half naked up on the... That's a good point. The fact that they can't see, I'll agree with you on that. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna have to put the camera away soon, guys. I'm gonna go on some missions, trying to get some interviews and some access to the place where I can't have my camera just out like this. Aw, what a cute little guy. So when did your dog come out? Pardon? When did your dog come out? Really early on. Okay. He knew right away. Thanks, guys. I love him. More bubbles! The reason why I don't want to do interviews live is because I usually only get about maybe 1 out of every 15 people who will actually agree to talk with me. So I don't want to waste everybody's time just going up, excuse me, sir, do you mind, excuse me, sir. So, and sometimes the interviews aren't good. They'll say some weird things or it will get interrupted. So I'd rather not waste people's times with failed attempts and just give you all a good look at what's going on with some commentary. But I'll definitely be doing some missions, trying to get some interviews on the go, see if I can talk to some of the organizers of the events, talk to some police officers who actually give me comments on how they feel about not being able to attend the event. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get my hands on some crest. This crest is the most important part of Pride Parade. Bicycle in the middle of a parade. There's actually been a lot of people with bicycles here today. Excuse me, ladies. What does this event mean to you guys? What does Pride mean to you? See what I mean? Most people that I go up to and talk, they'll just kind of ignore me, right? So when you see the videos that I put up on YouTube or I put up on Facebook, it's literally me walking around for, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours, only getting maybe 5% of the people I go up to talk to me. So I literally have to talk to hundreds of people before I get a good sample pool, you know what I'm saying? Crest, we're not impressed. Nice, Becky. Hey guys, do you mind just telling me what Pride means to you?
To me it means inclusion and diversity of everybody, regardless of their racial background or orientation or anything like that.
Do you think in today's society that we're still oppressing the LGBT community? Do you feel there's really a need for them to come out and show their pride?
I'm not a member of that community, so it's not my place to say, but I would say that there's still, like, obviously they need to come out and show it because there's a reason for these kind of events, and they've just been historically oppressed for so long that, like, why not let them do their thing? And it's not for us to tell them, no, you can't do it.
Do you still feel that they're being oppressed in today's society?
That's not for me to say. I'm not a member of that community, so it's not for me to say.
Who is it to say? Who is it?
I'll never have to say that.
What if they just continuously say that they're being oppressed even if the evidence doesn't support it?
I think there currently is evidence to support that, and I don't want to tell them what to do because I'm not a member of that community. I'm not going to speak on their behalf. And you should try and ask them, like, when a member of their community, see what they think.
Okay, would you say that in the workforce they're being oppressed?
I don't really want to talk about this anymore. I'm getting trying to get a specific answer for me, and I'm not going to give you that answer. So
I just want to know in which way do you feel that they're being oppressed in order to warrant a Pride Parade?
That's not up to me to say.
And it's up to them to say?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, alright, thank you. Appreciate that. I personally don't believe that there's a point in having a Pride Parade because it's just a celebration. It's not really a political statement or anything like that. Gay people, LGBT, are perfectly welcome to do whatever they want. There's no evidence to suggest that they're not being hired or that they're being treated unfairly. They're actually overrepresented in the media. In Hollywood and TV shows, the LGBT community is actually overrepresented. If you look at how many brown people live in Canada and America, they are the community that is underrepresented in Hollywood and the mainstream. It's mostly brown people, not the LGBT. And I really don't think in today's day and age, people aren't hiring people because they're gay. I really don't think that's what's happening. In school, I really don't think that the LGBT community is being persecuted and bullied in school. In fact, I actually think it's being celebrated. I think it's being promoted. So that's where I stand on this. That's an interesting looking costume. excuse me, girls, do you think in today's society, gay people are still being oppressed? Maybe a little? Do you think there's really a need for a pride parade? Don't you think this is more just a celebration? But we don't have a heterosexual parade though, right? Why would you need a gay parade? So, okay, so you said that gay people have been oppressed for thousands of years, right?
Not thousands, but like there has been a fair amount of time that like gays have been like shunned upon. Like,
black people have been oppressed too, as well,
yeah,
right?
Everyone's been oppressed. You're not white fucking male. So what are you arguing?
My argument is that in today's society, gay people are not being oppressed.
Wait, are you here to just argue this?
I'm here to show people what's going on, and I'm here to ask people questions to find out what pride means to them. Because when I look around, I don't really see this as a political statement. When I look around, I just see this as a big celebration. I see a lot of half-naked men flaunting around.
The LGBTQ.
Why does it need to be celebrated?
Because it's been repressed.
Is it still being oppressed?
Like, yeah.
In which ways?
A lot of people are homophobic and like...
Do you know any homophobic people?
Yeah.
I don't know any homophobic people.
Okay, well, there's different people.
I've actually never witnessed a case in my life where a person who's gay has been persecuted for being gay.
Alright, well, get around and you'll find it, man.
Where will I find this?
Open your eyes, fam!
Northern Canada, fucking Western Canada, all over the place. Like, it's fucking out there, man. Like, if you don't find it, you're not looking hard enough, or you're in the wrong area. Like,
do you think that Asian people are oppressed as well?
I don't know, man.
I think Asians also go through oppression. I think brown people go through. I think all sorts of people go through hardships in life. That doesn't mean we have to put on a parade to celebrate it.
All right, well, I agree to disagree.
Okay, thank you. You always get that, well, you're a white male, so you don't understand oppression and blah, 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 blah. That's usually the typical response. But I don't understand why we're giving the LGBT community such opportunities like this to have the streets shut down and promote a pride parade, when I don't really see this as a political statement, and I don't see where the pride is in pride. So I'm gonna ask people, if the LGBT community is born that way, what's there to be proud of? You can only be proud of things that we've done of our free will. So I'll see if I can find somebody now that I can ask. Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to know, how do you guys feel about the LGBT community? What's your honest answer?
My honest answer? The party looks awesome, man.
You love it?
It really looks awesome.
It really looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome, but I don't know. I didn't enter the party.
Do you support the LGBT? No?
I don't support anything.
What religion are you?
What?
What religion are you? You're Muslims? Yeah. Would you say, or you're Muslim? Would you say that Muslims in general don't support the LGBT?
It's not that they don't support anything. They just don't support anything.
They don't support anything?
They don't support this cause.
This cause?
Yeah.
So you think that pride is essentially a waste of the city's money?
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
Oh, well, I'll say it. I'll say it right now. I think this is a waste. I don't see a need for it.
It respects what they want to be. It's not a waste of money.
Okay.
They respect the people.
You respect the people, but you don't support it.
I don't have to support it.
Yeah.
No, I have to. He has the right to. Yeah. I didn't offend them in any way. I respect them the way they are.
Okay.
I don't support them.
I understand. I think you're trying to play it safe, and you're trying to carefully use your words to not.
I'm saying what I think.
No, you're being smart about it. I can appreciate that. Do you think that gay people are born gay? Do you think they choose it somewhere along the lines?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a result of a combination of the environment that they're raised in, perhaps the society that they're brought up in? Yeah, me too. I agree too. I think one thing that's really interesting is when people go to jail, and they engage in homosexual acts in jail. They're perfectly straight beforehand. I think that's an example of how an environment can actually breed homosexual activities. Because there are a lot of men that will attest to being straight before they go to jail, and then some shit happens in jail, and it's like, okay, now things are a little different, right? So I think there's a lot of examples to kind of prove how homosexuals aren't necessarily born that way. Yeah. Right now, well, I think this is one...
This is the first time I hear this point.
Yeah, most people don't want to talk about this kind of stuff, right? So even though in general, like, I disagree with Islam, I'll be straight with you. I think that Islam is a threat to the West. I think that a lot of Muslims want to enforce Sharia law, and that's something that I'm very afraid of. But there are circumstances where we can see eye to eye, and I don't hate all Muslims. I know enough Muslims to know that not all of them are supportive of, you know, terrorism and that kind of stuff. But I do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about this.
One thing. In our religion, you have to know this one thing. We don't support the LGBT.
Yeah.
Because we ordered like that from the God.
You're ordered from God not to.
Yeah, it's because it's nature.
Would you be able to provide any examples of verses from the Quran or any hadiths which kind of exemplify the fact that God does not support the LGBT?
Yeah. Like there's a prophet like this. He's a messenger from God. He came to a nation. They did this thing and they got killed for this.
Is that the people of Lot? The prophet Lot. Yeah, I've heard of that too.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the hadith Luwat?
Yeah.
Could you describe what Luwat means to us?
Luwat?
Yeah.
That means like a guy sleep with a guy, do 16 things,
yeah,
and the woman sleep with women. So they call it in the Arabic language. The lesbians they call it Sahab, and the gays they call them Lawai.
In Islam, that's forbidden, right?
What do you mean by that?
Like it's not allowed.
Yes.
It's considered a sin.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't support them, but we respect what they are doing. So just be safe for that.
Okay, would you say that a big reason why you don't really care about them and their activities because they're not Muslim? But if they were Muslims, you would probably care a lot more,
I'm not
right?
saying about religion. They won't be Muslim.
Gay people won't be Muslims? A Muslim just actually isn't gay, right? That's basically what you're saying? Like
no one is basically gay.
I worded that I worded that poorly. What I'm trying to say is that a Muslim, a true Muslim, would not engage in homosexual activity is what you're saying.
And by the way, we don't force anything.
I agree.
We don't force Sharia.
Nice. Nice.
Even the Muslims that are gay, we don't judge them because they have a God and we have a God. So the God is just people. We can't judge anyone.
Sure.
So we just respect what they do.
Yeah, I understand there's a lot of Muslims who don't want to force Sharia on the West. They want to influence the West to accept Sharia, and I still am concerned about that as well. I know you guys have different strategies and different tactics, right? So, in all honesty, this is a tribal kind of world that we're living in right now, and I do respect people who fight for their side, even though I completely disagree with it. Like, I would rather not have Canada have nothing to do with Islam. I'm just being honest with you. If I was in your position, maybe I would think differently, right? So I think these types of conversations are interesting for people to see.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for talking to me. Thanks a lot for talking to me too. Have a good one, guys. Okay, so yeah, that was a pretty interesting little conversation there with some Muslims. I was able to get some information out of them, and I was being honest with them. Like I don't support these types of events. I don't support a lot of what the LGBT community has to bring to the table. But at the end of the day, I'm very respectful of any individuals. I know gay people. I've met gay people before. I'm not homophobic. I'll hug a gay dude. I don't give a fuck, right? Same thing with lesbians. No problem with me. It's the way that I view it. If you want to be upset at me, be upset at me. The way that I view it is it's very similar to smoking. I view it as an unhealthy lifestyle, but I'm not going to judge an individual by it. If I have a brother or a friend or a relative who smokes cigarettes, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you smoke cigarettes, I hate you, you're the worst. But I'm also not going to go to a parade that celebrates smoking. I don't think it's a healthy lifestyle. I don't think the government or mainstream should be celebrating it or promoting it, but that doesn't mean it's demonic. That doesn't mean it's the devil or it's the worst thing in the world. If a dude likes to fuck another dude, that's his prerogative. But at the end of the day, I just don't think it's a smart or healthy lifestyle. but I'm not going to hate on anybody for it. So that's my opinion if you want to know it. And the way that I was talking to those Muslims there, that's the way that we got to approach it, is be straight up and say, I oppose Islam. I'm afraid of the different strategies and tactics that are being implemented, but I don't hate you, and I'm not afraid of you as an individual. I don't think you're going to try to attack me. I don't think you as an individual are going to try to, you know, join a terrorist organization. I just know that if you're a true Muslim, you want Sharia law to exist everywhere, and there are different tactics and strategies that they implement. And you've seen when that guy, the one guy smiled. You've seen he knew that he is trying to influence Sharia, but his role is a more passive role. He doesn't want to force it through physical action or extreme debate. He just basically wants to see the world become more Islam, more Muslim. And a lot can be said, the same kind of thing can be said for Christians too, right? Obviously there's the missionaries that go out, but I just don't think it's as prevalent in today's society to be worrying about Christians trying to dominate the world. That's just not an issue that we're facing anymore. Yeah, like the majority of the people that I talk to that don't really support, gay pride or the LGBT, it has nothing to do with hating against individual gay people or anything like that. There's just something about it that doesn't sit well with them in terms of a lifestyle or on a philosophical level. But I've never met a person who's just like, I fucking hate gay people, or, you know, stupid this or that. Like, I don't know. I'm sure those people exist, like up north or deep down south and the back corners or whatever. But for the most part, when somebody uses a term that's you know, not friendly towards the LGBT, it's not actually directed at a gay person. If somebody says, oh, you're gay or you're a fag, they're never talking to a gay person. They're never referring to your sexuality. They're usually just referring to a weak man. So I'm going to go back to the preacher here and end it after this, because I need to take a little break, and I'm going to make sure that I get some more interviews, polish them up, edit it up, and post it on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to check me out on YouTube, that's Propagander TV. It's all one word, capital P, capital G. Facebook is my main home, but I'm also expanding into YouTube and other areas as well.
Yo, Dore, where's the other mic? That mic's Google. And the battery's running out.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe I don't believe anything about it doing that. It's okay, and I respect that.
What if my God says it's okay to rape and kill?
Well, I mean, we're just different people.
So you understand? Listen, if that was the situation, if my God told me it's okay to rape and kill, you'd say I'm wrong. You'd appeal to a higher morality. Look, we didn't go to Germany and say that's what you thought was wrong, to wipe out the Jews. It's okay. We held them to a higher standard and said you have to be punished. Listen, if there is no God, there is no higher standard, and that's just your opinion. But because there is a God...
He's talking about objective morality versus subjective opinions.
Right and the wrong, and I reject God. If there's a higher standard, then there's someone that put it there.
He's saying that there needs to be some sort of spiritual authority in order to have objective morality.
Say there is no God are fools, because they're appealing to a higher standard, right and wrong, even knowledge, and saying there isn't something.
I would much rather be respectful of religion, respectful of women, respectful of people, respectful of other ideologies, than believe in a higher God and think rape is okay. I would rather appeal to none of that. I would rather just be respectful and love everybody, because I don't think that's okay to appeal to anything higher than
I don't think that rape is okay, but I don't think that you can... Listen, rape is not okay. I'm just telling you, I'm just showing you that there is a morality. reality, there isn't right and wrong, regardless of what people think. And we're saying that God made you for a purpose, right?
Incestual sex is consensual, is that right?
What is consensual?
Hey, there's a free hug guy here.
Incest.
Incest is having sexual relations with people of your family, and it's consensual. And they say they love each other. What's wrong with it? Well, I guess the same thing that's wrong with consensual. Oh, really? Both of them are consensual?
No, both of them are consensual, and both of the groups say they love each other. Both homosexuality and incest.
I was just going to say that morals can be based off religion. It happens. The majority of, like, Western societies, morals are based off of Abrahamic religion.
Yes, Christian Judeo values. Christian Judeo values.
The same moralities are still present in the ancient Greek. It's not a Jesus thing. It's in everyone. The same thing with in our times. It's not no different. It doesn't have to come from a book.
The key there is Western values, Western philosophy, Western religion. The West is the best.
You know, this is exactly proving my point. You're saying that our morality is not just coming from the Bible. It's been since the beginning of time. And I'm telling you the exact same thing, that God created all people.
I support the West. That's what I'm most loyal to. Western culture, Western philosophy, Western society. The West is the best.
And I'm perfectly okay with that, but when you start coming into class with other people and shouting about it, is when I take a problem.
Thank you.
I have no problem with you
Appreciate that.
celebrating any religion that you
I just
like.
told that I have a rational mind by a lovely woman to my left here.
Impede on the rights of others.
How am I impeding on the rights of others?
Well, no, I guess actually the freedom of speech.
How am I impeding though?
I guess I would say you're not. It was just a misuse of my words.
You're being a big jerk of all. How am I being a jerk?
Okay, what do you think about homosexuality?
I don't think that it's God's purpose for human beings.
Is that a question?
I don't think it's God's purpose for human beings.
It's an answer.
I think a man is a man, a woman is a woman, according to nature and according to God's word. How am I being a jerk?
Are gay people going to hell?
Anyone who doesn't repent of their sin, whether they're gay or a thief or a liar, anyone who doesn't come to Christ for forgiveness is going to hell.
That's a yes?
Yes, if they don't repent. If gay people don't repent, they're going to hell. How am I being a jerk?
You come to the Pride Parade with these opinions and allowed speak.
I can't have a different opinion.
You're allowed to have an opinion.
I can't preach.
My opinion is that you come to an event like this with these opinions and loudspeaker, you're a jerk.
Well, since there's no absolute morality, that's your opinion, this is my opinion, you can walk on.
Is that a question?
No. I'm saying if there is no absolute morality, then we're just clashing opinions. No one's wrong. No, you're telling me God is not real, but at the same time you're telling me I'm absolutely wrong.
I'm saying I don't need a God to tell me that rape and murder is wrong, and
you do, because if you don't have it, then there's no basis for your morality.
I think that if God is real, he's probably a psychopath, given how much horrible stuff happens in the world.
Horrible stuff? What's horrible stuff?
I don't know, like that example of the lady who was raped for 10 days, like the other lady there.
Why is that horrible?
Because I think rape is wrong.
Why is rape wrong if there's no God?
What? Why do I need a book or a tell me that rape is wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna leave because it's kind of frustrating to hear that conversation. I know what both of them are trying to say, and it's a very in-depth conversation. Like that's some very complex stuff to be trying to solve at in an environment like this. I personally believe that nobody has the authority to dictate morality. What is right and what is wrong must exist on some sort of level beyond the material in order to be objectively true. Otherwise, it's just subjective people, individuals with their own bias, trying to come to a conclusion as to what's right and what's wrong. So I do believe that there needs to be some sort of spiritual aspect to reality in order to have a truly objective moral fiber existing in the universe. But I don't think that you actually need to have a godlike being. I believe that morality can just simply exist as a force in the universe, a fundamental force similar to like the strong and weak forces, or electromagnetism, or gravity. I do believe in God on some sort of level, but my personal belief is more along the lines of, say, I guess the best example would kind of be like Star Wars. It's a funny example, but I believe in the Force. I believe in the positive and the negative. I believe in the destructive force of the universe, and a negative one. You can kind of look at examples like dark energy, antimatter, things like this. And I truly believe that morality exists beyond a physical realm in order for it to truly have objective purpose. But I'm not a theist in the sense that I don't believe in a godlike being. I think it's illogical to believe that a God with a thinking mind, who cares about things, who's going to design something, he can't just come into existence out of nowhere, and it's impossible for something to exist forever. You can always just keep asking the question, well, what happened before that? What happened before that? Why didn't God react before that moment? And it's just basically illogical. So, you know, for Christians out there and Jews out there, I really respect your guys' religion. I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Jew, I don't believe in a theist type God. But what those gentlemen were trying to describe and get at there is whether or not something can truly be right or wrong without a God or some sort of spiritual force to make it that way. So I'm going to end on that note, which is kind of an interest. Oh, I'm getting jizzed on here by the crowd. I just got some water. They're ejaculating again. I think that was some female jizz this time. It's like I said, it's a really sexual scene here, guys. This is not really a family-oriented event, in my opinion, at all. Yeah, I'm going to head out before I get jizzed on more. Have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Till the next time, have a good one.